Hey guys, happy Monday. I thought I'd get on here. If I'm out in the garage, so if you can see and hear me, please let me know. Give me a wave or tell me where you're coming in from. I'm hoping the internet will work out here. But I was starting to work on this project this week, so I thought I would get on and share a few tips with you. I got this at a yard sale a few months ago, and I'm just getting around to it now. I will probably have to sell this piece because we do not have room for it in our house, but buffets are some of my favorite pieces ever because you can use them for so many things and they have so much storage, but they're hard to find here. So I was excited to find this one. It still has all of its original hardware on it, and I took out the drawers there. So that's always a bonus. And for pieces like this, that let's just say for the drawers or whatever have the hardware. If it's hardware I really like and it's not all there, I take it off and I keep it in our stash of hardware because I always repurpose the hardware and use it on other pieces. And sometimes I have found that, I will have these exact knobs from other pieces that I couldn't salvage them on, to use on the piece. So a good tip is if you ever run across pieces that doesn't have all the hardware, keep what it doesn't, keep the old ones and then replace them because you can use them on other pieces. And I have actually rescued dressers off the curb just to get the handles or the hardware off of the drawers. And then I get rid of the dresser because it's not salvageable, but the hardware on it was. So, and we always have a little running stash of just hardware and handles. So it's a one less thing you have to buy if you run into a piece that needs them. This piece, it's in pretty good condition, but this piece had some veneer peeling, so I had to get the heat gun out. Another project with that heat gun. I swear by that thing. So I just had to use the heat gun on all the little, just on the base, the little legs. Words are hard today. I have a cold, so I kind of sound a little funny. So I took off the veneer there, and then I will be able to paint that. Another tip is when you have pieces with drawers and doors, remove the drawers, take off the doors before you paint. Because you always want to paint, depending on what parts of the piece you're painting, I guess I should say, but you always want to paint inside these, ledges and areas, because when the drawers are going in and out, then you have those areas painted and covered. I was planning on just painting the outer shell and the legs and all that and around the sides and the top of this piece, but as I'm working on it, I think I do want to paint the entire thing. I just don't know if I like the look of this is drop cloth from Dixie Belle Paint with that and the wood right now. So I might just paint the whole thing. I was going to say something I can't remember. I know what I was going to say. So I would love to do, if I was going to keep this piece, I would probably do this piece in the collard greens color. I've shared it many times on the blog and in my projects, but since I think I have to sell this one, I'm keeping it neutral. So that's why I'm going with this color here. So if you're going to sell a piece, I would advise that you go more neutral, at least to start off with, because it goes with everybody's style and decor. And then I was going to show, I didn't grab my paintbrush. I had to go get the kids, so I have to go back in and get it. But people freak out about this stage right here. And so I wanted to share that this is normal. So I get a lot of questions about, but it looks like this, or it looks streaky, or Dixie Belle Paint, I love Dixie Belle Paint because you don't have to do a lot of priming. And this wasn't really a dark red piece, if that makes sense. The wood's not really red, so I didn't use their Boss product, which I absolutely love, because the paint's going to cover it. But for the first coat, it's going to look like this. It's going to look like you have streaks. It's going to look like it's horrible that you want to give up. But this is just part of the process. You just need a few more coats. And so I'm hoping with one more coat, this will be covered. But this is totally normal, and this should not freak you out. It just means you need another coat. So it's not anything to throw in the towel about or to get frustrated about. Another thing, when you're at this stage and you have everything pulled out, the drawers and the doors, clean it out really good, the inside here. So I haven't done that yet. So do as I say, not as I do. But take a, like your shop vac through it and then wash down the insides and the sides when you have this, it all taken out. And the insides of the drawers and all of that. What other tip was I going to tell you? Oh, this is what it was. So down here, Matt put it on our moving cart. This is just a full, you can get these at Home Depot, Lowe's, any home improvement store. They also have ones where they're just, you set them underneath the legs of your piece. So it's just like a corner piece and it's got a wheel on it. Just you can spin it and move it. So I can move this around very easily. And then it helps me get to the bottom of the legs and underneath that part there. So this is a good investment. And like I said, they do have the furniture movers that are just, you put under each leg that does the same thing. And if you look up above, and I'm hoping, for some reason the descriptions are not coming up on my posts when I go on live, so I will go back in and add the description, but we are starting a new group. I'm super excited about it. For those of you that want to dive deeper into these kinds of projects and how to sell these things, and I've just been feeling like a nudge to help those of you that are looking for it. So I'm going to try this group and see how it goes. And it's open today. Today's the first day that we've opened it. So I wanted to make sure my parents are pulling in. I wanted to make sure that I mentioned it here. And like I said, I will go back in and put my description in here with the link and everything and all the information there. If you have any comments or questions about this, always leave it in the post. I come back and answer all the questions I can. So just leave them in the comments below if you weren't here live. Like I said, I'm out in the garage and I never know if this is working. So just leave them in the comments below and I will get to them later on. But I'll kind of share throughout the week the process of this and how it goes and what I'm doing next to show you guys. So have a great rest of your Monday.